What's going on, guys? So this is going to be kind of a simple video, just compare these two dots, mainly just the color. They're the same thing, same optic. Holosun 507 comps, one in red, one in green. Um, Spoiler, basically this comes down to personal preference, right? So hopefully when I get these on the range and show you kind of how it looks against different backgrounds, you can maybe tell for yourself. It's hard, obviously, without it in your own hands and visually seeing it in person might be difficult. But hopefully, this helps give you some context or make a decision and save some money or something. But definitely, my recommendation is always, whether it's deciding on a pistol, an optic, whatever it is, if you have the chance from a friend who has one, or somehow like go to an event and you can shoot these things and use these things, do it. It's worth it. It saves money, but it could also make you spend money. You could also like something in the moment, buy it, and then maybe it's not for you. So for me, I kind of did that. I got the green dot. I tried it, and I could not. It was so much slower for me to find. Visually, it looked better originally. And when I would transition and go from paper to steel, different colors, right? My eye is so it must be. I chalk it up to I'm so used to a red dot that I probably can't change, or if I did, it would just take a lot of work and a lot of training and time to get used to something different, because my brain and my eyes are so used to finding that red spot that it just, I think anything else would be more difficult. So anyways, let's open these up. We can look at them. Guess what? They look just like these. No surprises there. These, however, I will say before I get into that, I stopped keeping track. But basically, if you look here, you can see these. This one looks a little more worn out, but that doesn't, I don't know. I don't know which one I've shot more or less. There, I take these are my practice guns, and I take these to the range and practice, train. So these are kind of like my trainers, and then I shoot a little bit on my my match guns, try to keep the round count low, make sure they work, and I'll shoot them right before a major or something in practice to make sure they're working. But these are like the workhorses that I just abuse, and they just keep running. The gun and the optic. So these optics have probably at least right around 30,000 a piece, I would say, on just the optics. Maybe more, man. I don't know. I have not kept good track. I should, because that would probably be good. I mean, it's probably a lot more, actually, now that I'm just thinking about it. But anyways, no issues. I've never had an issue with a 507 comp. I'm a very firm believer that I would run this on duty. If I was still a cop, I would run this optic for duty use, me personally. Okay, I'm not trying to talk anybody out there into doing it, but I've dropped it, like you can see dings here, where I've dropped the gun. In dry fire, I've kind of, I don't want to say thrown it, but it's a tool, so I treat it as such, and I kind of probably abuse it. I've become a little bit spoiled. I try not to be. I try to respect the stuff, but at times, you get mad or something. You're human, and I'm human, and I make same normal decisions and emotions, I guess. So, I get frustrated. I can kind of like throw the gun down, grab a new one because that one's missing, and it's definitely the gun and it's not you, that sort of thing. But I try to respect my stuff because even though, at this point I'm very fortunate to where a lot of the stuff I don't pay for, I try to keep in mind that it's like I'm fortunate, and not have the expectation like, oh, I know I'll just be taken care of. But also the human side of me sometimes gets the better of me. So that being said, that's just a testament that even though I do that, these things work. So thankfully I've never called them and had them replace one for me. And these are like the originals that I got put on first, and then, well, I won't get them out, but the other ones I've got, like on pistols, I think I've got 7 mounted on the 507s, and I've got 2 rifles with them. Obviously the rifles are going to be much easier on dots than pistols, but yeah, I just trust them. I run them. And then concealed carry, I don't run these because the size is so big. Concealed carry, I like the EPS little tidbits. All right, let's get into opening these because I'll just keep talking over nonsense and go on tangents. If you're watching this and you've seen any of my videos, you know that. So let's open these and then get out to the range, and so you can see the contrasting compare.
After shooting kind of a training session, this is kind of part of it, just to segue into this. So this is the red dot, and both these dots are going to look more dim in this than they are in person. Just kind of the quality of video that I've got, that's just what it is. I am so used to the red dot over the green. The green does look brighter, especially like in shadows and shade. It's easier to pick up. The problem is, and I don't show it on here, but I'll just tell you, the problem is kind of when you have full brightness, sun overhead, you kind of lose the green more than you do the red, in my opinion.